Hello, welcome to this drum lesson for The View from the Afternoon by Arctic Monkeys. To kick things off, we're straight into a 16th note fill down the kit, and then we're into a floor tom groove that goes like this. 1, 2. One, two. Play those same 4 bars of beat again, and then we move on to another groove that sounds like this. Then we move into the first verse. We're playing 16th notes over on the hi-hats, and there's some stabby syncopated rhythms in the second half of the second bar. In the next 2 bars, that syncopated rhythm moves up to the crash cymbal. And then in the next 2 bars, there's just a little snare drum fill at the end. I'll play that whole verse together. That takes us into the next verse, which is a little more straightforward, so I'll just play straight through it and put the music on the screen. That takes us into the first little guitar riff section. We're playing with quarter notes up on the crash cymbal, and this is how the beat goes. Then we're back into the 16th note groove that we just used for the verse. There's a couple of those hits up on the crashes, but I'm sure you'll be able to pick them out. At the end of this verse, there is a 1 bar pause, and we're just going to play hi-hats with the left foot, playing quarter notes. It's nice and easy, and then that's going to take us into the chorus. From there, it's into the first chorus. It's still 16th notes on the hi-hats, but it's much busier on the kick drums, playing 8th notes right the way throughout. Here's how it goes. I'll just break down those last two bars slowly just so you can catch them. You just need to alternate your hands, right hand first on the snare drum and then left hand next, because they're little groups of 3 in 16th notes. Anyway, when I go slowly, hopefully you can pick it up. That takes us into the bouncy offbeat groove. It's just snare drum and a little sizzled hi-hat. So try and just lift your foot up a little bit on those hi-hats just so you get a nice sizzled sound. Other than that, it's just about trying to keep that syncopation going and keeping it nice and steady right throughout this section. Next up is another guitar riff section, and it's just the same as we played it the first time, except for a couple of extra hi-hat stomps. After that, everything drops out for a little bit, and then when the guitar comes back in, it's playing a very distinct rhythm, and we're going to catch that on the snare drum by playing on beat 2 and then on the and of 4. From there, we're back into the 16th note pattern that we've been using for the verses. The only difference this time is that there's a bit of a setup fill leading into the crash cymbal hits. So let me just play through that section now. And then there's a little drum break for 2 bars, and this is how that goes. I'll put that whole verse section with the drum solo back together. From there, it's back into the chorus once again, which is the busy 8th notes on the kick drum and the 16th notes on the hi-hats. At the end of that, we have that bouncy offbeat pattern one more time. The only difference this time is that it stops halfway through the bar and just counts the rest of the bar with the hi-hats like this. Then it's back into the 16th note groove one more time, and at the end of this section, there's just one more little fill that's within the groove, and this is how it goes. That takes us to the outro, which is just the same as the intro. And then here's the last 3 bars of the song. And there we go, that wraps up The View from the Afternoon by Arctic Monkeys. I hope this lesson has cleared up a few things if you were unsure of some of the fills or some of the grooves, but it is definitely a fun one to play. So have fun practicing and jamming it. I'll see you at the next lesson.